It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. Y'all remember back in the day, I'm dating myself here, but remember back in the day when there was a song that talked about Friday and it's about just got paid or something like that? I didn't just get paid, but I was just thinking about that Friday song. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Marion, Kim Kills, Shirley Nicholson. Good morning. But y'all, come on, what was that song? The song about you just got paid is Friday. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Y'all, it's so good to have on a t-shirt or sweatshirt this morning. It's Friday. It's Mimosa Friday. It's what? It's I do whatever I want to Friday. Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning, Pastor Alex. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Yeah, girl, Latrice, this is a t-shirt though, but I was like, yes, I can just throw something on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Dana. Good morning, y'all. What's up? What's up? Good morning, Philip. Good morning, Donita. Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, that just got paid. Yep, that's it. That's it. Just got paid, y'all. Good morning, Hester. Good morning, Mary Jenkins. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And no, Mary Jenkins, I didn't know to go to the back door. So I'll get around there later. Good morning, Brenda Random. I was thinking about you early this morning. Good morning, Kenny Stanley. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. What's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to my sister, Patricia Lyles. Yeah, that's my sister. She's older than me. She is the second to the oldest. There are 5 of us. She separates my brother that comes on and myself. Good morning, Brian Costin. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all all know that song, don't y'all? Just got paid. Good morning, Awana Turner. That's what really dating ourselves, people. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yay. Y'all know what day it is. It is Mimosa Friday, and there is a mimosa in there. I don't know if you can tell, but there is one in there. You can choose to spike it or not. You can choose to spike it or not when you're making a mimosa. Michael Priestley, where you been? Good morning. Good morning, Adrian. Good morning, y'all. Y'all are serious about a Friday. Good morning to all of you. Good morning, Julie. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Philip. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so y'all want to know who won, right? Good morning, Lori. Good morning. Stop by next week, please. Okay, I will. Because we got to finish our conversation anyway. Good morning, Kim Edmondson. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Y'all are serious. Yay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, y'all, so y'all want to know who won. Good morning, Demia, girl. Demia, I need to bring you something. I have something for you. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday, y'all. It is Friday. We made it. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, Ron Robinson. Ron, when are you going to pay our $55 million ticket so we can go to space? You said you were going to get your ticket. I asked you to get me one. So that's 2 tickets. So since you rolling like that, when you going to pay our tickets to space? Yep, me and Ron Robinson. Holly will let you know what it's like when we get back. But yeah, come on, Ron, when you gonna pay that $55 million a ticket? Y'all, Ron got it like that. I'm speaking it into existence, Ron. So when you get it, at least cut me a meal. Just cut me a meal. That's all I'm asking. John Swan said, who won? That's on my notes. I'm getting to it. I need to say this before we get into who won. Y'all literally have us in tears laughing when we are on our staff meeting calls. Really. Y'all crack me up talking about y'all going to study hall, that y'all fold. I think it was you, Demia, who said Mickey Mouse. Now, Deborah Johnson, let me just get you for a minute. Yeah, Ron, receive that. I just said, you gonna get it. Since we know each other, your girls are my godchildren. I just ask for a meal. That's all I want. That's all I want, Ron. When you get it, I just ask for a meal. That's all I want. Just remember me. Remember me and Kevin Depp. Just remember us. Okay. I got a cough on that one. Ron gonna get that. He gonna get several million. Good morning, Kelly Lee. But y'all, we were laughing at y'all. We were cracking up. And we just have fun. The team has fun. We have fun. We were cracking up. So y'all, and then Deborah Johnson, let me come back to you for a moment. You talking about you was in a meeting at that part of the Wednesday workshop on Wednesday, But you surely did get a lot of questions answered, right? So either you were Googling, I don't even know y'all if that's a word, but either you, I'm going to keep it because I like it. And Demia's paying $5 for every time I say it. So if you are were you Googling, or did you really know those answers, Deborah Johnson? Because we're like, yeah, sure. But go on with your bad self if you did know all those answers without Googling. All right, so who won? Who won? Who won? Y'all breaking the bank over here. I just want y'all to know. There were several of you that got even amount of numbers. Deborah said, I did not Google. And that was yesterday only. There were several of you, y'all, which says y'all paid attention, which was like, yes. And we saw that question number 14, all of you said you wanted to have some sort of webinar, so we'll plan that. And we got another piece that will roll out in February the 1st. And we want to thank Demia Kandai for writing that in the comments on Wednesday, where my daughter took a screenshot of that, and we discussed that yesterday. So stay tuned for what that's going to look like, because we're seeing something that's coming out of here, and we're really excited about it. So there were several of you who got the answers, and so you went into the automatic app that we have to pull up names. Well, it kept drawing two names, the same two names over and over and over again. And we were like, isn't it supposed to just draw one name? But it kept drawing two names. And so we were like, we're not going to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We said, okay, we made an executive decision. So both of you will receive a $100 Target gift card. $100. Can I get some free advertising for that? You sure can, Demia. You will definitely be getting some free advertising for that. Now, you know how we roll, girl. You know how you and I roll. So yes, you will. And her company is significant, by the way, and we'll talk more about that next week. But listen, so both names kept drawing, and we were like, we're not asking for two names. We're only asking for one name, but two names kept coming up. And I said, yeah, okay. We got to give both of them. So we talked about it, and we're giving both people. So you both get, what's up, Mike Nicholson? You missed the trivia. You missed the trivia, dude. So here are the two winners of the Target gift card. $100 a piece, y'all. Y'all getting $100 a piece. I'm like, oh, they breaking the bank. They breaking the bank. But anyway, we're going to give these two gift cards. The first gift card out of the two people who won the trivia yesterday is Kenny Stanley. Kenny Stanley gets one of the $100 Target gift cards. So congratulations, Kenny Stanley. The second person to get the Target gift card is Pastor Antoinette Gatewood Sky. So the two of you, congratulations. Y'all were doing it. Y'all were doing it. Y'all were doing it. There were so many of y'all who had the answers, so we put all of your names in here. So we will also be putting together the rules going forward of how, and the same rules will stay in place, and we'll post those rules to our News in Motion Facebook page. We'll post the rules there. So yep, so y'all two are the winners. All right, y'all, so it's Mimosa Friday. Today is Friday, January the 29th, 2021. All right, y'all, Cicely Tyson. Oh, yeah, y'all, Cicely Tyson, age 96, Black woman, actress, activist, woman of wisdom, woman of grace. She passed away on yesterday. I'll share more about her later on in the broadcast, but I just want to say Cicely Tyson, man, rest in heaven, rest in peace, my sister. Man, a woman of wisdom have passed on. She aged 96, and her book just came out. Her book just came out. And I keep checking to see if they're going to raise the prices, because y'all know how they do. But her book just came out. And I think they're still airing her interview today on either Good Day Columbus, Good Morning America, or Today Show. They're still airing that interview that they had premiered with her. So they're still airing that today. That's the last I heard. So again, the winners, y'all know that, Kenny and Antoinette, they won. And we were only supposed to pull one, but the system kept drawing their names, two names over and over and over again. So we were like, we got to give it both to them. All right, y'all, Forbes is reporting. Y'all say what y'all want to about AOC. That's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Remember, she was on our magazine first. She was on our cover of our magazine, Ready Publication, first. Before anybody else even knew her name, she was. So anyway, let me read this. So this is a complete quote. Robinhood. By the way, Robinhood is an app. It's an app that lets regular users buy and sell stocks. Okay, that's what it is. That's what Robinhood is facing a bipartisan fury over its decision to stop GameStop and AMC and other trades but the issue isn't healing all the divisions in Washington. And this is Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez refusing to work with Senator Ted Cruz. Yeah, she ain't playing either, and she didn't mince any words. She says, because he has not apologized for supporting the effort to overturn Biden's win, which she said led to the Capitol riot that put her life in danger. She said, I'm not working with you. It goes on to say that Ocasio-Cortez tweeted that Robinhood, an app that lets regular users buy and sell stocks, should be investigated by halting GameStop and other trades, while hedge funds are freely able to trade the stock as they see fit. Cruz said he fully agrees with her, aligning the two lawmakers who are on the opposite ends of the political spectrum in a rare bipartisan agreement. But in response, Ocasio-Cortez said she will work with the other Republicans on the issue, but not Ted Cruz. She says, and I quote, and she put this out here on Twitter, and I'm telling y'all, the retweets are through the roof. She says, you almost had me murdered 3 weeks ago, so you can sit this one out. She said, adding that moving on from the Capitol riots requires accountability. She called him out. And I'll read that quote again. She said, you almost had me murdered 3 weeks ago, so you can sit this one out. She's not playing. And we're going to talk about the GameStop in a moment. Y'all, they on to something. So anyway, here's more executive orders, y'all. Biden just keeps signing these executive orders. He said he's overturning everything that Donald Trump did. And I'm thinking, okay, that's cool and all, but what else are we doing over here? Come on now. We got to get you focused a little bit. But this executive order I thought is well needed. And that is he's expanding the Affordable Care Act. So he used executive authority on Thursday to order the reopening of the enrollment of the healthcare law. So y'all, if you know anyone that's needing health care, there's a special enrollment from February the 15th until May the 15th. So from February the 15th until May the 15th, giving an estimated 5 million or more uninsured Americans who have lost their coverage amid the pandemic a chance to sign up. So if you know anyone who's needing health care, the enrollment will be open from February the 15th until May the 15th. Now, and depending upon income, there are nearly 9 million people who could be eligible for free. Hello, somebody. The word is free, F-R-E-E, free, or subsidized coverage. So if you know anyone, again, y'all heard me talked about it yesterday in the inspirational message. Y'all, we have to watch what we say so that people can communicate with us if people need to understand or know, well, where do I go? How do I sign up? Who do I talk to? If we will do the research on our end as well and make sure that people have the information, because people become frustrated when they already are lacking things. They become frustrated and they want to know how to do something as easily as possible. So we need to not be offended when we're getting information on a elementary level or a kindergarten, first, second, or third grade level. Sometimes people need it broken down to that level to really grasp and to understand how we do things. You know, I was laughing at my dad the other day. We had to get on a conference call with some physicians. And I said, well, Dad, don't worry. I'll call you and connect you. And he's like, how are you going to do that? So I was like, I'm going to just call you. Don't worry about it. I'm going to call you. But that was really bothering him. He said, but we got to talk to the doctors. You calling me can't get to the doctors. I said, but Dad, I have a phone. Your phone does it too. I will call you, and when they call us, we will all be connected. He could not connect that for the life of him. So I had to break it all the way down. I said, okay, I'm gonna have to become almost like a kindergarten teacher to instruct him And he's a brilliant man, but he could not connect with new technology, how that was going to happen. He's like, but if you're calling me, we're not going to be able to talk to them. So I had to explain. So y'all, we may have to explain to people, okay, you don't just go to the website and Google Affordable Care Act. You don't even Google Obamacare, because that may lead you somewhere else. We have to give people the instructions to the place where they can get them. So y'all, as more information comes out on how you can enroll, trust me, we're going to be sharing that on News in Motion, because we want these 9 million to get the free or to subsidize free healthcare or subsidize. Yep, that's right, Mike Nicholson, three-way calling. All right, y'all. Now, I got a problem, and thank you, Pastor Annette Jackson, for cluing us in on this. Y'all, Emmanuel Jackson, his name is Emmanuel Jackson. I don't know if he's in a relation to Annette Jackson or not. He's one of the black Capitol rioters who had the metal bat, the black metal bat. He's still in jail. Now, as he should be, don't get me wrong, as he should be. But the other ones should still be in jail too. But while the black man is in jail with the metal bat, these other ones are on home arrest, house arrest, and eating organic food and being fed organic food. They're out. Some of them out on free bond. Yeah, they're out. Some of them who did some of the most destructive things, they're out. They're white. Yep, I'm calling it just like it is. They're white. They're white. But he's still in jail. Now, it's hard because we can't even protest that, because he should be in jail for what he did, the insurrection. And we can really let the white man off in the Senate who started the whole thing from his hatred, his words. He used words to incite while he's inside of a tent dancing and partying with other people and watching it on television. Yeah, I'm calling it all out. So we have a black man. So I have mixed emotions here, because you should be in jail for what you did. Yeah, you should be. And that hopefully is going to teach you a lesson for doing what you did. So you should be in jail, but it's not okay that everybody else is out. They should be in jail too. So since they're out, I guess I need to advocate for you to get out too. But I really advocate for all of y'all to be in, and for the other dude to go in as well. So we have that, y'all. We have that. That is what's happening, y'all. All right, y'all. Tyler Perry speaks on vaccines, and I got to read this. The Rio, that's a publication. The Rio is a journalistic publication. They say humanitarian actor and filmmaker Tyler Perry wants Black America armed with the information, as Black people are dying at higher rates than their white counterparts. In an interview with the Rio, Perry even went on his famous retired Medea character, saying in his iconic voice, "I'm going to get the Vaseline." I can hear Medea saying that now. I'm going to get the Vaseline. Grady and Emory hospitals in Atlanta, Georgia, asked Tyler Perry to take the vaccine to spur more Black vaccine participation. His informational conversation, I guess it aired last night. I could not find it. It was called COVID-19 Vaccine in the Black Community. And it was on BET. So if anyone has seen that, and I'm going to Google it today to see if I can find it. But hopefully the others of you were able to watch that. If not, we'll all be watching it possibly on YouTube. But it's called COVID-19 Vaccine in the Black Community. It goes on and says, and here's his quote. He says, "Here is the alternative. You can take your chances with COVID-19, and unfortunately, you don't know how it's going to affect you." He said, "There are some people who are asymptomatic and are fine, and there are others who get it and die." He goes on to say, in the early stages of the pandemic, Tyler Perry lost someone in his filmmaking studio community. So he goes on, talks about that. Then he comes back with this quote. He says, "I have been extremely disappointed." Yeah, to pay his people. Yeah. So that's why I want to read this. He says in his quote, "I have been extremely disappointed with the church." I'm sorry. How much money you have? Let me keep reading this quote. He says, "I have been extremely disappointed with the church. It is almost heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking on so many levels," said Perry. "Looking at the church and what it means to be a church, to be there for people. It means having the doors open, open. It means feeding the people. It means getting COVID testing. It means getting the vaccine done at the church. What? Now, I can roll with you on some of this, Tyler, Mr. Perry. And I know just because you have mega millions does not mean that you have to pay for everything else that people need. I'm not saying that. I do believe that we as a Black community should be empowered and find ways to do what we're doing. But Tyler, News in Motion gave back for food insecurity. I'm sure you did too. And we're all a part of a church some way, shape, or form. There's others who are not, but okay, that's no problem. So that happened. You want us to gather in a church? Huh. Okay. But there's COVID. So we're in a catch-22. So are you going to supply the workers to work in the churches to help with the lines? And can you give me a little bit more? And why you call out the Black church? I just have some questions. And I'm not saying I necessarily disagree with you, Mr. Perry, but we do feed people. And we're not taking it personally or anything, but you just need to give us more of your context, the context of where you're coming from with this. Help me understand. Because the churches, those people who lost jobs and things like that, they can no longer give offering or their tithes because they don't have a job. So they're being evicted and they're being, without food and without utilities and without a job. Now, maybe you're talking about those churches that are mega churches that have mega millions, that have jets and things like that, and, multi-million-dollar homes and things like that. Maybe that's what you're talking about. But the everyday church, Mr. Perry, those of us in the hood, those of us in the community, those of us, have you checked with other churches? New Salem Missionary Baptist Church in Columbus, Ohio, they did COVID testing. They gave out masks. They are doing what they can. Greater Gethsemane in Baltimore, Maryland, they're doing some great work. We could go to so many. I don't want to start naming them because I don't want to miss anybody, but I think you're looking at the wrong church community, Mr. Perry, because there's a lot of work. News in Motion. We're not a church or anything, but the little we're able to do, we're doing something. So I need you to help me as to why you're so extremely disappointed. Okay, let me go on. The coronavirus numbers in the U.S. The coronavirus numbers in the U.S. Confirmed cases, 26,338,607. Confirmed cases, 26,338,607. Yeah. Deaths, 443,769 deaths. Yes. And I agree with you, Mike Nicholson. Many people aren't taking it because of what we experience as Black people. Let's go back to what was the experiment? Tuskegee experiment. Let's go back to that. So with the government and with us, there's still questions. Not that we're right or wrong, but people, I hear this over and over and over again. People have questions. They have questions. So instead of coming after us, educate us. And maybe the special COVID-19 vaccine in the Black community, a Tyler Perry special, maybe they explained it there. I don't know, because I didn't see it. I'm looking for it. I didn't see it. But when I read this article and the interview and his quotes, and there was way more quotes than what I just read, y'all, it disturbed me. It bothered me. All right, let's see. I gave y'all deaths and recovery, 16,070,127. Recovered, 16,070,127. Those are the numbers. Oh, that really disturbed me. All right, y'all. The first cases of a coronavirus variant that may better elude existing vaccines, meaning it probably won't work, were reported in South Carolina yesterday. They're doing some testing on it. To see. The two patients had no recent travel history, suggesting the strain has already achieved community spread in the U.S. So, y'all, that is happening. So be safe out there, y'all. We talked about 2 masks yesterday. Wear them. I understand that Karen, who's normally on here, I think she's on here today, I'm not for sure, make some masks that you can put they have the pockets in them. You can put the filters in there. Y'all just start looking around and be safe. Be safe. Write your own narrative, y'all. Write your own narrative with your health. All right, y'all, I want to go back to art for a moment. Because this just blows me away. Sandro Botticelli portrait sells for $92.2 million. $92.2 million at an auction. The previous recorded sale was $10.4 million. So y'all, 92.2 is where it's at now from 10.4 million. Here's my question. Who wants to buy a portrait of somebody at that price to put in their house if you don't know them? And I'm raising that question to say, we need to understand and learn art. We really do. Because these numbers in different art pieces that I'm seeing, they are skyrocketing. They are skyrocketing. And we need to pay attention to this. That's an investment. So talking about stock, y'all, it continues to go up. GameStop. It's a GME stock. Adventures continue. And this is this Robinhood thing they're talking about. Y'all, it's gonna to $193. That's up over 50% more than the other day. Can you believe that? Now, AOC, as I shared earlier, they have a bipartisan thing wanting to shut this down. But somebody figured out a way to go around this. Now, they have to be some brilliant minds. And so far, it's legal. It's legal. And I'm thinking, how did they do this? And what or why did they do that? Where is this coming from? And it's just the most interesting thing. Okay, at one point it was over $400. Wow. Yeah, to me, they're saying that it's going to crash. They say it's going to crash. And I don't know. I'm like, how did they do this? Well, what I've read so far is that they weren't doing well at all. So they went and got a few people and said, start buying into this. I don't know if it was friends, family, or whatever. So people started buying into it so it could start going up. Well, then people noticed it was going up, so all kinds of people started buying into this. The question is, do they know when they need to pull out? Because when it falls, it's going to be boom, it's going to fall. I don't think it's going to level off, y'all. I don't know. But I'm thinking, who came up with this? And it's the question is, how many people will be able to take advantage of this before it collapses? It's just very interesting, this game. It's like playing chess. It's like, ooh. It's like, this is where you just want to put in $5 just to see what's going to happen. So Mike says, I've had stock in GameStop since 4 years ago. See, that's what I'm talking about. And you pulled out 2 days ago. You got to know. You have to know. So y'all, even when stocks are going up, this is not, how do I want to say this? Start researching now for where you want to buy stock. We talked about Amazon. We talked about things that you currently purchase, Netflix, things like that. Yes, you should. To some degree, that's safe. But when you see things like this, you have to use wisdom in doing it. Because at some point, something's going to happen. The question is when and to what degree. So you're playing a game here. I'm just like, man. All right, y'all. ABC News is reporting Emmett Till childhood is named a Chicago landmark by the Chicago City Council. Yep, they designated Emmett Till's childhood home as a landmark, as they should. All right, y'all, so back to my girl. She's just a powerhouse. She was a powerhouse. She was a woman of wisdom and a woman of grace. So for the win, the late Cicely Tyson. Emmy and Tony Award-winning actress whose career spanned over more than 60 years. Born in Harlem, Cicely Tyson first made her acting debut in 12 Angry Men. For 7 decades, she acted across theater, TV, film. She even rejected roles they were being demeaning to women, Black women in particular. She was nominated for an Oscar for her role in 1972 movie Sounder. And she was the first Black woman to win a lead actress Emmy in 1974 telemovie, the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. I think I'm going to watch that this weekend. But Cicely Tyson didn't stop there. She went on to act in How to Get Away with Murder just recently. She received a Tony at the age of 88, and she won the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2016. And then just earlier this week, she published her memoir, Just As I Am. So she gets the win today. A woman of grace, a woman of wisdom, a woman of character. She was actually, when my daughter graduated at Howard University, that's actually where she got her medal, where she graduated, when my daughter graduated at Howard University, President Barack Obama was the commencement speaker there. And Cicely Tyson received a degree, and then she received her Medal of Freedom. So I was there. I was out there. I was in the room. I was not even that far from her. And even then when she spoke with such grace and just so much class and so much power. And when she spoke, there was like a hush that went across the Howard Yard. It was just a hush, and everyone was paying full attention. So much so when we look back, even when President Obama, and he was president at that time, was speaking, it's like people were cheering him on and like, yeah, and they were just, it was great. It was like a motivational rah-rah type of commencement speech. But when she spoke after she received her degree, it was just beautiful. It was like, it was a breath of fresh air. It was just wisdom that she was imparting into everyone who was there to listen. So that was exciting. So yeah. So the inspirational message today, and we're almost done. The inspirational message today. And I want to read this out of this devotional I have. And I've had this devotional for years. It's called Daily Moments in His Presence. So I want to read this. It says, be responsive to the promptings of the Holy Spirit. I may not speak with the blast of the trumpet. It may be a touch on the shoulder. Do not wait for some climatic experience. Follow the still small voice. Be obedient to the gentle moving of my spirit. I often work this way because I want to develop your sensitivity. I want to read that line again. Follow the still small voice. Be obedient to the gentle moving of my spirit. I often work this way because I want to develop your sensitivity. I know your frailties, but in this way I purpose to make you strong. I know your frailties, but in this way I purpose to make you strong. By working with you in this quiet fashion, I would strengthen your faith. Now, this is from it doesn't have who wrote it, but it's titled Be Responsive. And what I got out of that this morning, I read this at 1:30 something this morning, is that it's in the stillness of God's voice. It's in the stillness in our quiet moments that God is brushing up against us. He's touching our shoulders. He's speaking to us. He's whispering into our ears. He's telling us which way to go and how to move and how to do so with grace and wisdom. And I thought this was so fitting coming behind giving the win to Cicely Tyson, because I did look at her as a woman of grace, a woman of wisdom, a woman of faith. And God is speaking to us. Sometimes we're waiting for the chandeliers to shake and the trumpets to sound. And God's like, no, I'm over here. Let me talk to you. It's like when you're just sitting down and you're just getting someone just wrapping their arms around you and they're just saying, you know, I'm here with you. And it's just so much peace. So much peace that you don't want to move. You don't want to turn on the radio. You don't want to turn on the music. You don't want to do anything. You just want to be still and be quiet. So I'm going to encourage you this weekend, no matter where you are, to find those quiet moments. Have your journal with you and write down what God is speaking, because I believe God is going to speak to every last single one of us this weekend. Whatever that is, whatever that is. I think he's going to humble some of us this weekend. I know you probably didn't like that, but he is. He's going to encourage some of us this weekend. He's going to reveal to many of us some things that he's been wanting to show us. In the stillness of his voice, the response is going to be powerful. And I cannot wait to hear how God spoke with you on Monday. If you choose to share it Monday when you come on. If you choose to share it. All right, y'all. The Something in Mimosa podcast is up on all platforms. You can find it on iTunes, on Amazon Music, on Spotify, on iHeart. I don't know how many. It's up. Something in Mimosa. I talk about live into what God has for you. And I give 4 C's in the podcast. The first C is to be centered. It's time for us to be centered. The second C is confidence. The third C is clarity. And the fourth C is that it's time for us to make a commitment. Hopefully you'll take time out. It's about 25 minutes long. Hopefully you'll take time out to listen to the podcast. Again, it's called Something in Mimosa. The mimosa that I share on that podcast is a pina colada mimosa. Oh my gosh, and they're delicious. And again, you can have that spiked or not. All right, Lori, I see you. We do have a response for you for the Black History Month. If you know anyone who wants to promote their products during Black History Month, not just their product, but their business, we're going to be doing that every day in the month of February. Now there's a cost involved with that on News in Motion, but you're not limited just to News in Motion. We'll also promote them on the podcast, and we'll also promote it on Ready Publication. So you're getting 3 places where we're promoting it. So your reach is over about 50,000 people. So when you look at all of those together. So if you're interested, please send us an email to info, I-N-F-O, Gail Dudley. That's Gail. D as in David, U-D as in David, L-E-Y @gmail.com. Again, that's info, Gail Dudley @gmail.com. Let us know if you're interested and we will get your product out there. All right, y'all make it a great weekend. Don't forget to be still. Have your journal and write down what God is speaking to you. And then if you're vulnerable enough on Monday, when you come in on Monday, put down what God shared with you. Only what you're allowed to share. If God told you to keep it to yourself, please keep it to yourself. You have a great weekend. I love you. Mwah. Peace out, everybody.